This is Japan. And this is the story of the most ambitious football project in history. A 100-year plan to build a football culture from the ground up, focusing on deeply rooting the clubs in local communities. From promotion battles, youth academies, title fights, and street football, I'm here to uncover everything this country's incredibly unique football culture has to offer.
Make the mic fly.
My name is Marcus Blumenfeld. This is Japan. And this is the global game. Japan is making a name for itself in the world of football, and not only for making deep runs into the World Cup, or for superstars like Kubo, Mitoma, Endo, and Minamino dominating in Europe, but also back home, for a thriving football culture. Before the 90s, Japanese football wasn't on the map. The national team had never qualified for a World Cup, and the domestic game was run by corporations. Fan culture was nearly non-existent. But in 1992, the J.League was formed, and they created a hugely ambitious project, a 100-year plan to build a football fan culture from scratch. Now, after just 33 years, this plan has completely transformed Japanese football, and I'm here to witness it firsthand. The only way to properly start this journey is by jumping into the deep end, Tokyo, the biggest city in the world. Nearly 40 million people move through this metro area every day. From massive skyscrapers to tiny alleys, neon lights, and dim smoke-filled izakayas. Tokyo is a monster of a city, and it can get overwhelming. But if you skate, paint, or like to explore the city with the ball at your feet, this place turns into the world's biggest playground. I meet up with my friend Kai, and together we explore the city.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within the golden rule. Centimeters of ether, I'm heating the speaker. Motivational teacher with words that burn people. Singing the headlines, line with discord. It's either genocide or the planet in uproar. Never good, the rules in paradise are never nice. The best laid plans of mice and men are never right. I'm just a vagabond with flowers for Algernon, an average Joe who knows what the fuck is going on. It's the hope of my thoughts that I travel upon. Fly like an arrow of God until I'm gone. So drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater.
Taking chances, word tap dancing with wolves in the ice arena out there, keeping it front of everything. It's ironic, ain't it? Trying to be J.League when I write some real life up painted vivid. Habitat crazy insane. Watching propaganda 6 o'clock news and insane. Cultures clash, all black folk and white trash. They rebel in the cyberspace and might crash. Dash to millennium, a million miles are running. At the speed of now, bound no return gunning. Rambo style gun, old child gunning. Handball plow, two-town plow, stunning. When they
Been ready. I've been waiting on this ever since I was born.
You come to Japan for like 2 months. You played soccer with everyone, freestylers to pick up 4v4, 11s, Sunday leagues. Like, what is different about Japanese football?
In Japan, I think they just love the game. They love mastering certain techniques within, you can tell within not just soccer, but Japanese people in general. The attention to detail, these small details in Japanese lifestyles that apply to soccer. They like to study the best and take those techniques for themselves. Every year there are more Japanese players in Europe. You can tell that the game is growing here, and I think that's because they love just the attention to detail in the game. You don't see that in the US. In the US it's a little bit different where it's more physical. Here the technical ability is crazy. Legendary. It's just more flow and expressing yourself, which is interesting because in Japan is very, you don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
People don't express themselves. So it's cool to see through soccer. I know it's just like the start of Japanese football growing. J.League hasn't been around for that long. There's so much more they can do, and they're going the right direction. Japan has its own style of more unity and playing together. But the potential is there. The technically,
Yeah, like the level of touch and just like ability is there. Like you said, it's almost practice creativity and like perfected creativity.
that's exactly what it is. What I like, this is why I like Japan so much, is because there's so much creativity, and that's why they have all these different types of games. I think because they like exploring different avenues when it comes to everything, not just football. The J-League encompasses 60 teams in 3 divisions, J1, J2, and J3, and the level has risen so much in recent years that even the J2 is considered one of the top leagues in Asia. But equally impressive is the J-League fan culture. So my first mission is to travel to the southern tip of Japan, Nagasaki. The local team here, V-Varen Nagasaki, is playing today against Mito Hollyhock. Today is the biggest match of the J2 season, with the winner clinching promotion. I get to the stadium 4 hours before kickoff. The homestand is already full, flags waving, drums beating. By kickoff, the place is buzzing, opposing fans battling to dominate the atmosphere. Nagasaki win 2-1, and when the final whistle goes, the stadium explodes. I can feel the emotion. I'm amazed by how different football feels here compared to matches I've seen in Europe, Africa, and South America. The fans, who didn't stop singing and jumping for the entirety of the game, aren't the usual suspects, young men with buzz cuts and tattoos, but instead, elderly women, families, young kids stand shoulder to shoulder in the ultra section. And yet, this is probably the most intense atmosphere I've ever seen from a second division game anywhere. This club and its fans are a true representation of the city. This is what the J-League structure was built for, a chance for a regional club to drag itself into the national spotlight. Not just the players of the club, but the fans and the city. After the match, I head back to Tokyo and climb my way up to one of the most incredible five-a-side pitches in the world, the Shibuya rooftop court. Hidden in this grid up 4 flights of stairs in an anonymous apartment building is one of the city's small football temples, 4BFC. Inside, there's racks of vintage kits, a collection of global football communities from designers to magazines. I'm here to talk to the man behind it all, Takashi Ogami. From running this store to the amazing Shukyu magazine, Takashi embodies Japanese football culture.
週休マガジン編集長の大上隆です。週休マガジンは2015年に創刊したフットボールカルチャーマガジンで、サッカーの周辺にあるカルチャーだったりとか、サッカーと社会の関係を取り扱っています。
Like, I think Japanese society is so organized and effective. Like everything just works really well here. And I think that goes all the way down to in football, like the J-League has created a 100-year plan to win a World Cup.
J-League が1993年に開幕したと思うんですけれども、その時に掲げた一つがその地域密着っていうのが一つあって、でそこはやっぱそれぞれのクラブがローカルを大切にするっていうところは一つ J-League の理念として掲げていたのがあります。でそのもう一つとしてはその100年構想っていうのがあって、やっぱり100年でサッカーを文化として定着させるためにやっぱり短期的なプランじゃなくてやっぱり長期的にそのサッカーっていうものをやっぱり J リーグがこの30年間でやってきたことっていうのはやっぱり日本サッカーの歴史を語る上でもやっぱり一番大事なトピックの一つだと思いますね。 チームのプレーと比較して、日本はやっぱりその日本の社会だったり文化を一つ象徴しているのかもしれないですけれども、やっぱプレーする時にやっぱこう組織的に動くプレーだったりとか。
I think you do an amazing job of like bringing fashion and football together. And I think that's like a big thing in Japan. I also see those as like two ways that Japanese people express themselves. So what do you think the connection between football and fashion and like kind of expressing yourself in Japan?
やっぱり93年当時の日本のデザインがかっこいいかっていうと、その時は思ってなかったんですけども、やっぱり今振り返ってみると、やっぱり今の時代ではなかなか真似できない表現だったりとか、デザインがあるので、それはやっぱりサッカーのユニフォームだけじゃなくて、やっぱ当時の日本のファッションだったりカルチャーっていうのがやっぱりこう世界の中でおいても独特な立ち位置だったと思いますし、それが今もこう30年経った今でもこう続いていて、その世界の中における日本のファッションだったりクリエイティブの一つユニークなところの一つだと思います。
It's good to know that Japanese football subculture is alive, thriving, full of creativity and style. But equally impressive was the way they play. Intense, organized, and unbelievably technical and disciplined. These qualities are drilled from a young age and play a large part into why Japanese players are so highly touted in Europe. To learn more, travel to Osaka. Cerezo Osaka is one of the country's great talent factories. From players like Kagawa and Minamino, their academy is consistently producing some of the best players Japan has to offer. I sit down with the club's sporting director, Martin Williams, to hear his perspective.
The color of the kit, the embodiment of sakura, it's almost poetic, right? Because it's the same as the players. You get them through early, they blossom into these fine players who represent kind of Japan in the future. So we had 3 ex-Cerezo Academy players who was in the Japan squad this time. I hear a lot of feedback from European coaches and managers saying that the Japanese players, they're skillful, they're physically strong, and above anything else, they're just really good at following instructions and fulfilling their task that they've been given. That's one of the reasons I think why the Japan national team is succeeding right now and doing so well. You see a lot of Japanese players who've gone through both the academy and the high school system to eventually go play in Europe and then represent the national team.
In Japan, high school football is no joke. It's incredibly intense and competitive and produces some of the best talents in the country.
For the strong high school teams in Japan, you have a lot of players in the squad. So sometimes you get up to a few hundred in a single team.
One of the most popular sporting events in all of Japan is the High School National Tournament, which fills stadiums and millions of people tune in to watch live. But the biggest day in the Japanese football calendar is the day the J.League champions are crowned. And this has a habit of running down to the final day. This year is no different. Kashima Antlers, the serial winners, are out in front, a red tide of some of the most passionate fans in Japan. And Kashiwa Reysol, the underdogs, but just 1 point behind. It all comes down to the final match. Antlers fans are pushing for their first title in 9 years. Reysol is attempting to pull off the impossible. Both teams must win. Reysol ended up winning their match in front of their home crowd. But Antlers also managed to hold a narrow 2-1 victory to clinch the title. While the fans take their job of celebrating seriously, they're also masters in defeat, keeping their heads held high and seeing the season for what it was, an incredible run with everything but the silverware to show for it. They're proud and resilient and graceful in defeat. The next morning, I go to visit a coffee shop in Reysol, owned by the team's captain, Tomoya Inukai.
このお店に関しても今もお客さんはファンがたくさんいて、その中で自分が好きなファッションだったり、今自分が撮ってる写真でアートを飾ってあったりとか、そういう柏の地にまた新たな面白さとかみんなが集える場所っていうのを、自分が作れたらいいなと思っているので、それがここの場所で体現できる、このトーンズっていう名前の通りいろんな音が奏でられるようにお客さんだったりコーヒーの音だったりっていうのがいろんな音が合わさっていい場所ができるようにっていう思いを込めてやっています。サッカーだけに集中してしまうと頭も疲れてしまいますし、リラックスできないところが僕はあるので、そのいろんなところを見ることによってサッカーにもいい影響を僕はもらってますし、サッカーから離れる時間を作るように僕は意識的にしているので、それは自分の好きなことをやるのが一番だと思っているので、今はこのサッカーが主軸にあって、その中で家族もそうですし自分の好きなカメラ写真だったりコーヒーだったりっていうのをやりながら
Listening to him, you can feel how the 100-year vision filters down to the individual. The Liga wants players who can think, adapt, build a life of balance beyond football. And by the end of this trip, the idea of Japanese football feels less like a vision and more like a reality. While football globally may be headed in the wrong direction, taken over by greed, corruption, and commercialization, the J.Leagues plan prioritized everything beautiful about the game: community, passion, skill, and competition. The Japanese brand of football is special. And if you're lucky enough to visit this beautiful country, come hungry. Eat what's sizzling outside the stadium: yakitori, karage, regional specialties you can't pronounce yet. Ride trains to places that aren't in the guidebooks. Get lost in the side streets and izakayas. Go to a J.League match. Join the crowd. Relish the songs and the atmosphere. Have a freshly poured Japanese beer. Have another. Make friends in the stands. Experience the culture and passion for football that's unlike anywhere else in the world. This is Japanese football, and this is the global game.